Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be about the Oura Ring, which for those of you who don't know, it's a sleep tracking, recovery tracking and activity tracking device. Quite similar to like a Fitbit, but a little bit more on the advanced side. So I actually got the Oura Ring on Christmas Day and I've been tracking multiple things ever since. So this video is going to be some of the top takeaways I've found at this stage, and just diving a bit deeper into the data that I can collect from the Oura Ring. So the Oura Ring tracks three main components. It's got readiness, it's got sleep and activity. As far as the activity section goes, that's very open to interpretation. You can manually add activities. It also counts steps, as a lot of other fitness devices do. However, I find that the activity section is not actually that accurate because it's open to so many different variables. So in this video, we're just going to focus on the readiness section and the sleep section. So as far as readiness score goes, as you can see here, I'm at 69%, which is actually pretty low. However, the things that are affecting that is my resting heart rate is at 51 beats, which is pretty good, I would imagine. My activity balance, like I said, it's not as accurate as it could be as an activity tracker. And my sleep balance. As you all know, I work shift work, so it's very hard for me to get my sleep balance right. So these are things that I typically can't affect. And that's the reason I've got a poor readiness score there. However, looking into the other key components that affect your readiness, it appears that I am actually quite ready. You've got your resting heart rate. With my lowest resting heart rate the previous night at 51 beats per minute, the lowest it had been since I've been tracking. I'm very happy with that. Then I've got my respiratory rate, which is at 12.9 breaths per minute, which once again is the lowest that it had been since I've been tracking. We also have my heart rate variability, which is at 58 milliseconds, which once again is the highest it's been since I've been tracking. And then my body temperature was actually on the lower end. So these are the four key components that I really focused on as far as readiness goes, and by looking at those four key components, everything's trending in the right direction. So as far as the readiness score goes, I don't actually look directly at that because when I dig deeper, it appears that I'm actually at the peak of my readiness as far as I have been since tracking since Christmas. Okay, over to the sleep section. So I've got a total sleep score of 74%. Once again, this is made up of total sleep, efficiency, restfulness, REM sleep, deep sleep, latency, and timing. Now, this 74% doesn't actually seem that great. However, the factors that are affecting it is the timing, the restfulness, and the total sleep. Once again, because I work shift work, I can't get that timing right. I still manage to get around 7 hours sleep. It's just that it's not in the optimal timing because I get up at 2 o'clock to go to the gym. The total sleep, a little bit on the low end, but once again, with my 12-hour working day, there's not much I can do about that. And then the restfulness. Maybe I was a bit restless when I sleep, but there's not much I can do about that. So that's what's bringing my total sleep score down. But once again, when we dig a bit deeper, this is what we find. So you've got the sleep stages, and by all accounts, my sleep stage breakdown is actually very good. You've also got your resting heart rate in this sleep section as well, which, like I've already explained, is very good. So looking at the other contributors to the sleep score, we've got sleep efficiency at 89%. We've got the REM deep sleep, all within a very good range. So that 74% is probably a bit low. However, some of those things I can't affect once again. So I need to read between the lines a little bit and sort of watch the trends more so than the actual numbers to see where I'm looking in terms of sleep and recovery. But anyway, with that readiness score of 69% and 74% on sleep, which is indicating to have an easier day, this is what I was able to produce in the gym that morning. In the short time that I've had the Oura Ring, what have I been able to learn? So at work, my variables pretty much stay the same. I sleep at the same time, I wake at the same time, I go to the gym on the same days, I eat at the same time. So the variable that I manipulated this week was to actually have a late meal. Typically I finish eating between 2 and 3 p.m. On this particular day, I actually ate at about 8 p.m. and also had four drinks of alcohol with that meal. And the results were pretty astonishing that night. My heart rate was increased, my respiratory rate was increased, my body temperature was increased, and my heart rate variability was lowered. So using the Oura Ring, I can basically manipulate variables one at a time to see how different things can really affect my sleep and recovery, and just give me a better overall picture as far as trying to optimize sleep and recovery moving forward. So I think it's a great tool if you really love data, but I also think that you need to just take it with a grain of salt and look a little bit deeper than the initial numbers. And once again, this is what works for me, and this is what I'm doing. But if you're interested, I'd suggest that you look into your own thing, because what works for me may not work for you. And yeah, I just think it can be a great tool, one of many that you need to add into your toolbox as far as creating your best ketogenic journey. So there you have it, guys, the Oura Ring first week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.